if you are currently involved in a relationship and feel that something is not working as it should, you might begin to notice a significant contrast between your partner's words and their actual behavior. This dissonance can generate a series of doubts and uncertainties within you, leading you to reflect on whether what you are experiencing is merely an illusion, or if there are concrete signs of manipulation. According to theories developed by Carl Jung, the human mind has a remarkable difficulty hiding its true intentions for long. In fact, the unconscious always finds a way to manifest, whether through subtle gestures, repetitive behaviors, or even silence, which sometimes can communicate more than 1,000 words. Imagine having the ability to recognize those key signals that can indicate when a man does not have a genuine interest in you, but is simply looking to gain advantages from the relationship. Since ancient times, tales of manipulation and control have repeated themselves across many cultures and contexts. Those who wish to dominate a relationship often make promises they do not intend to keep and tend to disappear in moments when you need support and presence the most. This type of behavior may initially appear fascinating and seductive, offering a sense of illusory security. However, behind this facade lies a well-orchestrated psychological game that can prove harmful and toxic in the long run. Here is a list of 8 fundamental behaviors you should watch for to understand if a man is using you without a genuine interest in your well-being. Some of these signals may seem subtle and easily overlooked, while others may be much more evident. However, you may have become accustomed to ignoring them over time, justifying or minimizing them. 1. Absence of sincere commitment. A clear and evident signal is the lack of authentic commitment in the relationship. Even if your partner seems present during crucial moments, there is always a veil of uncertainty surrounding him. This behavior reflects an inner conflict between what he shows externally and what he truly hides in his unconscious. You might notice that he is reluctant to make decisions regarding the future of your relationship, leaving you in doubt and confusion. 2. Emotional distance. There is an invisible barrier that hinders a deep and authentic connection. Every time you try to get emotionally closer, he tends to withdraw, creating a frustrating cycle of attraction and distancing that can confuse you and make you feel insecure. This distance may manifest in various ways, such as a lack of sharing personal experiences or deep feelings, leaving you with the sensation of always being one step behind him. 3. Subtle manipulation. He does not impose limits on you and presents himself as a calm and self-assured person, but manages to sow insecurity without ever uttering a word. He makes you feel as if you are constantly obliged to guess his desires and expectations, while he remains distant and emotionally uninvolved. This subtle manipulation can make you doubt yourself and your ability to understand the dynamics of the relationship. 4. Lack of reciprocity. You are fully committed to the relationship, while he seems to be taking advantage of the situation. This unbalanced dynamic becomes increasingly obvious over time, leading you to question why you continue to invest in a relationship that leaves you dissatisfied and frustrated. When you take a step forward, you may notice that he withdraws, making you feel as if you are always chasing something you can never fully grasp. 5. Disguised devaluation through irony. His comments may seem innocent and joking, but in reality, they reveal his insecurities and a desire for control. This insidious behavior undermines your self-esteem, blurring the line between genuine affection and veiled criticism. You may find yourself justifying his words, thinking he is just joking, while in reality, his way of communicating makes you feel inferior and leads you to doubt your personal worth. Sixth, calibrated emotional distance. He does not offer you all his attention, but he also does not appear completely absent. This dynamic forces you to work harder in an attempt to win him over, thus feeding a cycle of uncertainties and dissatisfaction that can weigh on your emotional well-being. Every attempt to get closer on your part is met with vague or evasive responses, leaving you frustrated and confused. 7. Emotional instability. He alternates between moments of genuine affection and care and periods of coldness and detachment. This instability keeps you trapped, making you hope for a change that may never come, leaving you in the limbo of uncertainty and frustration. Each time he seems to get closer, the next day he may pull away, creating a cycle of hope and disappointment that can be extremely damaging to your emotional well-being. 8. Constant uncertainty. If you find yourself chasing a bond that always seems elusive and difficult to grasp, it is time to deeply reflect on what drives you to remain in this situation, which makes you feel unsatisfied and neglected. You might feel that you have to constantly prove your worth, but the truth is that you deserve to be loved without having to justify your value or commitment. Recognizing these signals is crucial for understanding that authentic love does not generate anxiety or doubts about your personal worth. If you feel continuously at the mercy of others' emotions and uncertainties, it might be time to reconsider your bond and ask yourself why you accept to remain in a relationship that makes you feel inferior or neglected. Do not forget that your happiness and emotional well-being should be the priority in any relationship. Take time to listen to yourself and your emotional needs. Love should be a source of strength, support, and mutual respect, not of uncertainties and manipulations. It is time to break this cycle and seek relationships that value you, offering the reciprocity you desire and deserve. Be ready to fight for what is truly yours, as everyone deserves to be loved in an authentic and genuine way. It is time to seek a love that makes you feel appreciated, respected, and desired, not just a choice among many. Never forget that you deserve a relationship that brings you joy and satisfaction, and that never forces you to compromise your value and dignity. In the search for love, remember that your self-esteem and well-being must always come first, because a healthy relationship is one in which both parties support and value each other. In such a complex world as that of relationships, it is crucial to maintain focus on your needs and desires. Do not settle for a love that does not nurture you and does not make you feel complete. It is essential that you surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, who recognize your value, and who are willing to invest in the relationship as much as you do. Remember that you deserve a partner who not only listens to you, but is also willing to create a deep and sincere bond, where open communication and trust are the foundation of everything. Authentic love is the one that lifts you, inspires you, and encourages you to be the best version of yourself, not the one that traps you in a cycle of doubts and uncertainties. Be proud of yourself and your worth. The right love will come when you least expect it, but only if you are ready to let go of what does not serve you and free yourself from toxic relationships that do not allow you to shine.